Crude
Good morning.
down from the highs now, 73.50. Hit a high of 73.67 this morning.
All right, looks like we are live. So, I don't see much going on today. It is your typical Wednesday. We do have what we talked about yesterday right here, a cup and meaning it didn't pull back to support handle. I did not catch this. I didn't hear him call it out. I just was scanning through the scanner and saw it pulling up. I was very cautious with the trading this morning. I really didn't trade anything yet. I took one little quick trade on ALF. Again, it's Wednesday. We really don't know what the markets want to do yet. But typically on Wednesday, markets tank. I just grabbed this little jump right here, 2 shares for 28 cents. And now it's making a good move. And the RSI confirms it right here, that we were in an uptrend. But seeing how much we struggled here, I sold out here and I didn't pay attention. I didn't get back in on the break of this wedge. But retro looks pretty interesting to me as far as being a fresh news stock with news and a 25 million share float. JZXN popped this morning, but it's dropping now. I've been watching this RETO since about right here, but the way that I trade, I want to see a pullback and then a retest. We still have to take out the shorters right here. When we got to this area here, we had all these shorters trapped on the cup and handle, which did not pull back to resistance. So once we got here, I was looking, and then I started setting up for the live. So we'll keep an eye on this one today. I got my eye on ALF. Other than that, I really don't see too much out there today. So we'll just have to see what the markets do. And we will go from there. So, how's everybody doing today?
Wow! I feel good.
I know I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much. So, hopefully my voice changer is working. Or you can hear my voice, because I don't know if the speaker's on or not. It says it is, but don't really know right at this moment. What do we got going on in here? We got a double bottom candle. I don't really want to go in with 50 shares on it, but I'll take a starter position on it. Because we have a double bottom right here. Not going to lose more than 10 shares. And then we'll see if we can knock out these shorters right here. We're looking to take out these guys who have not sold yet. Their stop loss is going to be up here in this vicinity. And as always, remember, do not lose more than one bar. That is the name of the trading game, guys. That's what's going to make you or break you in the markets. All right? If you have a small account, you want to wait for the perfect setup, or you want to wait till you find the bottom with, what do we have here, guys? Can anybody tell me what this is? Those of you who've been with us, I've talked about it several times already. Those of you who have not, you might not know what these are. These are tweezer bottoms. Excellent entry. Right? Again, I was not here. I missed it. Your next entry from tweezer bottoms is double bottoms. That's another good entry. So tweezer bottom, double bottoms, but in location. You don't want to play tweezer bottoms up here in this area. This is actually, could be tweezer tops, but it's really not. When you run tweezer tops or bottoms, you're looking for an identical candle close with your wicks, just like these wicks here. So this would not be considered a tweezer top, but it is in an area of resistance. So you want to keep that on your in mind. All right, guys, you want to keep that in mind. So tweezer bottoms are an excellent entry area. Tweezer tops, you want to get out. And again, use your RSI. Use your. I added a CCI because, as you can see here, sometimes the RSI will not confirm a downtrend, but your CCI will. Right, your RSI here still kind of went up.
CLOV, Clover, Jim Cramer tweeting, I think you need to be, Clover shorts, I think you need to be worried about the Russell rebalancing, could be great for Clover. CLOV. Charlie Lima Oscar Victor, shares now at 13.70, up $1.09 now, 13.72. Charlie Lima Oscar Victor.
So, again, I took this little quick trade on CLOV. But now with Jim Cramer coming out, speaking, this could go up today. I mean, he's talking to the shorts. Clover shorts, I think you need to worry about the Russell rebalancing. Could be great for Clover, Jim Cramer. I don't really pay attention to Jim Cramer. You got to remember, a lot of the news take with a grain of salt. You're playing against the man and the system and an algorithm and market makers and market manipulation. So sometimes it's best to do the opposite of what the news says. But again, you always just want to focus on the charts. You want to make sure the charts are telling you what to do, not people, not news, not anybody. You have to learn how to trade. You have to learn your areas of support, resistance. You never want to get it in at the tops. All right, you're always looking to get in a support area, right? You never want to buy in an overbought area up top here, right? Many traders get in here. I mean, I can't imagine how many people are probably still holding this, but we're already making it over those, right? But we're in an area where we're trying to break through this. So today, I really don't know unless he calls something out here between now and 9:30. The news that he already called out, everything is tanking. CLOV with that news, again, this is like Wall Street bets and all those people. So I would imagine the hedge funds are going to come in and short this gloriously today. It's been, we had this high at 28.85. We're in this area. This area right here would be an area to watch. And that is because we hit this area. 1, 2. This will be the third time. So this is an area of strong resistance. Same thing with AMC. AMC, for those of you who are playing AMC, AMC, you have massive, massive resistance right here at the $60 mark. All right? So even if you break 60, I would not take a trade on AMC until we broke this area, $64. That's when I would take my next position on AMC. AMC, I would not even, right now, since, the last couple of days, I wouldn't even play off of support. It's just too volatile for that right now. But if I was to trade it again, it would be above $64. So here's our area on Clove where I would expect to see a pullback. Because typically you're not going to break through this area without a pullback to either this area or this area. And sometimes you'll pull back. I always tell you draw a line in between, right? Let's go ahead and make that line so you guys can see. I always tell you draw a line in the middle, right? Draw a line in the middle. Because not every time will you pull back all the way back to this area or this area. Sometimes we'll just get a pull back to this area. And again,
you don't want to be a noob. A newbie trader buying the tops. Alright, wait for that pullback. Oh, always want to wait for that pullback.
so let's see what this does here. Already tested 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what RETO. Wow. Whoa. Ow. Ouch. And don't ever go. When you're in a trade, make sure you focus on it.
DTAI,
Again, that's why when
BioXcel
I'm
Therapeutics
in my-
price, they're offering a
when I'm
4.155
trading
million
and
shares at
teaching, going
31.70
live,
per share.
I don't trade my
That's
account
Bravo Tango
because
Alpha
mistakes
India.
like this are just all too common.
Shares off the
You know,
low
I go
now,
from one
32
ticker to another
35, that's
to
BTAI.
talk with you guys about it, and then I forget about my position. So.
EBET, Echo Bravo, Echo
But
Tango.
it's all in the name of teaching and training, which is why I
Esports
am here for you
Technologies files
guys.
patent for live
So I don't
streaming
mind.
wagering technology. That's Echo Bravo, Echo Tango.
Echo Bravo, Echo Tango. What do we got? News. Esports technology for live streaming. I haven't seen any news really affect this stock yet.
GMPX, Golf November Papa X-Ray. Gemprex announcing initiation of its phase 1/2 Acclaim 1 clinical trial of Recorsa immuno gene therapy in combination with
Non-cell lung
Tagrisso
cancer.
to treat
Again,
non-small cell
all
lung
these stocks with
cancer
news today.
following FDA review.
In the
That's
last few
GMPX.
days, nothing's really moving in the market.
XBIT, X-Ray Bravo
And
India
notice-
Tango, X Biotech announcing first patient enrolled in clinical trial evaluating XB2001 to treat pancreatic cancer. That's X-Ray Bravo India Tango, XBIT.
XBIT. That's some good news. Let me go look at XBIT. This one is GNXT. Let me
ENTX.
put this up here.
And TerraBio announcing excellent top-line phase 2 BMD data for EB613. Study met its primary and key secondary endpoints. That's ENTX.
So you see right now the bid ask is 18 cents apart. So if you bought 1,000 shares, you're automatically going to be down $180. So you always want to make sure you're checking this bid
J&J,
ask.
Janssen submits NDA to FDA for Xarelto to help prevent and treat blood clots in pediatric patients. That's J&J, Juliet November Juliet. LKCO, Luo Kong announcing approval of EMAP Goes HD map standards. That's Lima Kilo Charlie Oscar. LMNL, Lima Michael November Lima, Liminal Biosciences announcing signature of a
LKCO
share
is
purchase agreement for
a
sale
lot
of
of
the
people know
remaining
this ticker symbol, so
plasma-derived
we may get a
business
little
with
pop here on it.
Kedrion. Purchase agreement provides for payment of $5 million payable upon closing of sale of shares of PBP.
And we'll see if we
That's
pop
Lima
up
Michael
through here.
November Lima. GMBL Esports Entertainment announced
We had a 12
named
cent
official
bid-ask
esports
spread on
tournament
this,
provider
which is
of the New
odd.
York Rangers. That's GMBL. Golf Michael Bravo Lima. CMMB, Chemomab Therapeutics, and AGC Biologics expand partnership to manufacture CM101 for phase 2-3. That's Charlie Michael Michael Bravo. ENTX and Terra shares spiking $6.40 on that press release, Echo November Tango X-ray. Shares now up $2.05 on ENTX.
Not really seeing anything with this. I'm going to close it out so I don't forget to close it out. So Clovis wanting to hold up a little bit. I still wouldn't take a trade on this. Personally, I'm really not into the social media. What do you want to call it? The social media, like Wall Street bets and stuff. I'll definitely take trades on them, but I want to wait till the open to see which way we're going. I really don't like trading them pre-market. But, again, we did have an ascending wedge here. I didn't know what we would do, but now that the news came out, we're holding up. But, again, I wouldn't be getting in on the way up. We never did get a pullback to either area, which is a good sign of strength for the day. So, let's look at the 20-day period. So, yeah, we did that already. 1, 2, 3. So now you're looking for your next area.
CLOV, Clover
Right
Health, spiking to the highs now, $14.17,
And right
CLOV.
So this will be your next target areas that you're looking for. And I'm sure we'll make a new area in between. So right here we got a double top. So let's see if we get a pullback here now, or what we're going to do. Something like this, something like that. But this is where I would have exited had I been in this trade on a double top. Again, you see here we had a double top and we traded sideways with inside candles. And we do have a nice left side of the roof right here. Good morning, good morning. And now what you're looking for is the right side of the roof. For those of you who are new, this is what we call the Hobbit House. They are on every single ticker symbol out there. And they form constantly through the entire day. And what you're looking for is the price to consistently hit this channel on the way down. And then you're looking for an area where it will break through, which we call the chimney, and then some smoke. And then you're looking for an area to trade with your RSI, TTM squeeze. And if it doesn't give it to you, then you're looking for your 20 and your 200. See if you can get the trade off of those. Again, the name of this game is patience. You just got to be patient. Don't chase the stocks. Let them come to you. Wait for the best setups. Now notice this perfect Hobbit house that we got here. Right? It happens all day, every day. Good morning, Russo. Good morning, everybody. So we're already breaking out of it. We got the chimney. But, again, it's a first candle breakout. Just like this first candle, it pulled back, traded sideways. If you were going to enter, you would enter on the break of this candle, which it just broke. But again, I wouldn't trade a Mimi stock till after the open. I want to wait at least 5 minutes to trade any Mimi stock because I want to get a definitive direction at the open. Either the dip and rip, and I'll buy that bottom, or the I'm at a loss for words here. Whatever you call it, the rip and dip. And in that case, I would short it on my account, but not this account. So this is a perfect example of why you don't buy the first candle. You want confirmation. But again, this isn't like a normal ticker symbol. We got Jim Cramer, if any of you know him. I don't particularly care for him. But it's a Mimi stock, so again, we took this for center right here, the break of the consolidation, and then we pulled right back to it, and then we took off. But then that's when Jim Cramer came in with his news right here. So, as of today, I mean, I would keep an eye on ALF for a possible continuation trade. I would keep an eye on RETO and then CLOV. And again, unless something else comes out with news. JZXN, possibly, but I'm not really seeing it. And then Wish is another Wall Street Mimi stock. Because Jim Cramer talked about Clove. I think Clove would be a much better play than Wish if you're going to play it. Again, I won't really touch this until we either get a dip and rip or a rip and dip. In which case I would buy the bottom or short the top. So we got our chimney form here with smoke. And now let's just do another drawing here. Because as you can see, these are starting already to make another right side of the roof. So we'll see what we do. Right now, I mean, the strength is strong. We haven't had a pullback to any resistance area yet. We're just consolidating and then pushing up. But being up here in this area right now, at an all-time high, we just broke this area of resistance, so I would imagine we're going to see this. And remember, this is like a 3-try area. If we look back at the 20-day chart, that was a really hard area to break. Right? We tried to break it here, we tried to break it here, we tried to break it here, and we were unsuccessful. 1, 2, even down here, 1, 2, 3, and then up here, we topped out here. Today's the first day we broke through that, which is a good sign. But notice that, you know, this thing tends to pop in the morning and drop. Pop in the morning and drop. Pop in the morning and drop. Pop, drop. Pop, drop. Pop. So this is what you want to look for when you're looking back at ticker symbols and what you want to trade, right? What does history tell you? Because history repeats itself. Not just in the real world, but in the markets too. So every time this popped in the morning, it dropped all day. Popped in the morning, dropped all day. Popped in the morning, dropped all day. Right? Little pop, massive drop. Big pop, big drop. Now we're already overextended in this area where we're having trouble getting through. Now with that said, when we do break an area like that, sometimes we'll see an uptrend for the rest of the day. Alright, so now we're finally pulling back to our support area. And we have a really steep roof on this one. So let's see what we do on it. But, guys, today is Wednesday. keep that in the back of your mind. Remember that Wednesdays are historically notorious for being terrible trading days. Good morning. So just use caution today while you're trading.
GILD Gilead Kite joint venture. Fosun Kite gains first CAR T-cell therapy approved in China. That's GILD. WSC Whiskey Sandy Charlie. Pricing their offering of 14 million shares at $77.95 per share. Offered by the company's principal shareholder, Sapphire Holding. And that's WSC Whiskey Sandy Charlie.
Good morning, good morning.
That's $27.95 per share. Correct.
We haven't missed much this morning if anybody's just
shares
joining
now
us.
$27.39.
Markets
That's
are-
Whiskey Sandy Charlie.
Are what they are. Not that great today. This one here, I forgot about it. It's not doing anything, but I will keep an eye on this one today.
NGAB, a press release now, Embark Trucks to go
RSI
publicly
is
merge
not
with
giving us
Northern
any
Genesis
information.
Acquisition. That was announced earlier.
At this point. But we are coming back down to an area of support, which was, we used it already right here. So if I was to trade this, which I won't again until after the market opens, but I would look for a bounce and a retest. And I'd want to make sure we're going to hold this area and not fall through it. If we fall through it, I'm waiting for another bounce and a retest. That's what you guys want to wait for on these ticker symbols. And we could just go back here and show you what I mean. For those of you who are joining. Alright, so even here, like yesterday, right? Come on. Again, Clove likes to has a history, like we just saw, of popping in the morning and dropping all day. So that's one thing you want to take into consideration if you're going to trade and you're looking for trades on Clove using this method of the bounce, right? Because here we kind of broke through, bounced, and then we consolidated. We got a little jump and then we broke. So there was no area to trade in here. Your RSI was confirming that downtrend. And then here, right, 1, 2, 3, RSI confirmed an uptrend, right? So after this retest, I would have taken these little trades and I would have been looking to get in at the top right here. This is what I call sniper entries. If you watched that little video from yesterday, you would know what I'm talking about. But the difference between this particular entry, sniper entry, and this one is this one we had the bounce and a breakthrough. This one we had a bounce and it held, right? So this could have been a nice sniper entry trade right here. Then right here in this area, now we already have our resistance. We're looking at the RSI where this remains the same. RSI indicates an uptrend. I would have took this trade, I would have sold right here. I wouldn't have held to this pullback, right? Because that's a new area now. And then in this area here, from here to here, RSI indicates an uptrend. I would have took that trade. So you're looking for specific areas. Here, your RSI didn't tell you anything. But if you stayed in here, the price never pulled back to where your initial entry point was. So you could have stayed in this and rode it. But again, it's all up to you. Clove has a history of one and dones, popping in the morning, dropping the rest of the day. So this is what I look for when I'm getting ready to take entries, right? I want to make sure that once we come back to support, we come back up to resistance. And now if we pull back to support again, then I would take a quick sniper entry on it. Let me see what kind of candles. Now notice here the candles were all flat. Right here we had a double bottom set of candles. I would have even taken that trade on it, but I would have sold right here. Alright, once we get into consolidation mode like this, all you're looking for is that quick in and out. Right, we had double bottoms here. They're not tweezer bottoms because this candle did not come all the way down to this one. But they are double bottoms. So that would have been a great sniper entry. And again, you're not looking to take this to break through this area. All you're capturing is that move between support and resistance. You know, I wouldn't recommend taking these trades on a small account because you're just going to waste your money. However, you know, if there's nothing else going on, it was like from $14 to 14 cent, about a 15 cent move. But on a larger account, no PDT rule, that's $150 on 1,000 shares. So sniper entries are always great when you have a regular, you know, account that you could trade all day in and out. What do we got going on here? And again, now we got double tops, so you're looking for the pullback. This is a nice, strong candle of support or buying. But again, we got a double top. And if we do break through this, I wouldn't get in on the first candle. Remember, we're not getting in on the first candle. We don't want to be the first ones to get trapped, right? We want to wait for that second candle to break the first candle. But what do I always tell you guys? When you have big candles coming up to resistance, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to make the successful break that you're looking for, right? You're looking for the stock to do this and then maybe pull back to the halfway point here, but you're looking for small candles, right? Even here, you had big candles and we couldn't break out of that high. Here we got big candles and we didn't break out of that high. But now we got this little pullback. Now we got small candles. So now we could break out of this high. But again, you're not going to be the first candle to buyer. You want to wait for your second candle for confirmation. And then you're going to protect yourself right where you got in on that first candle. So if I got in here, just as a rule of thumb, this is your stop loss. If I bought this candle right here, I use the body, not the wick. You know, I don't like losing money. I want to protect my investment. And, you know, on my account, I don't have any pattern day trade rule. So why would you hold a losing trade? I mean, if it goes red, get out. Obviously, you got in at the wrong time. Wait. Give it a minute. Give it a minute or two, you know? I just don't understand why people hold it. One of the most common things that I've learned over the years from, you know, other traders and looking at how people trade is that people will hold on to their losers the whole day.
OPEC Secretary
right?
General says latest oil market developments point to much better conditions and improved
I want to
outlooks.
vote with this guy because I want you guys to hear what I'm about to say. Oh my goodness. All right. People will hold on to their losers, but they will not let their winners run. And that makes no sense to me. Like, you know, if somebody got in, let me go back here. And this is a perfect example, and I want you guys to really grasp this, right? A lot of new traders that are getting in up here, I don't know why this thing has a mind of its own, but traders that are buying up here, right? Buying up here, you know, buying up here, instead of cutting their losses, they'll ride this thing out the entire day, hoping it's going to come back up, right? But what will they do if they buy in here? They'll cut their winner right there. They'll take this little profit and this massive loss. I can't tell you how many people fail at this because of that reason alone. They're too scared to let their winners run, but they have no problem letting their losers drain their account. And to this day, I'll never understand that, but that's why I can't stress enough and bang this in your guys' head. Bang Bang Trading. Name's there for a reason. I want to bang it in there, but cut your losses. Get out of that, right? If you went to work for a company and you consistently lose money or product or anything, they're going to cut ties with you, man. They don't want you. They don't want people losing product. So why are you going to lose your own product? Your own capital. Why would you do that? Why would you cut your losses at like 2 cents, $100, right? Especially if you've been with me this long. I'm hoping you guys are catching this and your entries are getting better. But man, let your winners ride, right? Let them run and cut your losses immediately. So many people do it backwards, right? I don't know any other business or job in the world where you can wake up on a Monday morning and you're excited, you know? I just don't know of any other place or job that people wake up on the Monday and are happy to go to work. But, you know, most successful day traders, you know, that's all they think about on the weekend. You know, they can't wait for the markets to open. They're like, ugh. And, you know, that's something that never goes away. I mean, if you get the trading bug and you're serious about it, you know, it just never goes away. You just love it, you know? But, anywho, notice we did not break. Again, now we have another right side of the house developing. And again, I hope this is making sense to you guys more than anything, and you're finally starting to, you know, see what we're talking about, seeing the areas to get in, looking for wedge patterns in specific areas. Let me go back to what was it? Hang on. Oh, yeah, ALF from yesterday. I know Mark had asked about ALF yesterday, but again, perfect pattern and setup from yesterday. Me and Steelman yesterday we were live in the chat room here, and I took this trade right here yesterday, sold it up here. You know, just did that quick in and out.
RX.
And then I left to go get a part for my truck, which they didn't have. But what I didn't see was that
multi-year collaboration with Mila. For
we had a wedge forming here.
RX.
And had I stayed, I would have noticed that because it was the next 6 candles or 8, because I'm on the 2-minute time frame. And then look I mean, this is where you're going to get your biggest moves. We have the dip, right? And then we have all these traders trapped. And once this candle gets up here, man, it's game over for all of these people. I mean, this is my favorite pattern to trade day in and day out. Same thing here, right? Except we consolidated again, but then we rose. But these are, you know, these are going to be your most powerful trading patterns that you'll come across. Again, right in here, right? I'm always looking for and I like to come back in the afternoon because this is when we see this pattern forming daily. That's why I'm not really trading my accounts today, because I'm waiting for the afternoon for the reason and the fact that it's Wednesday. The markets are historically terrible on Wednesday. We really don't have action on Wednesday. But our best setups come in the afternoon. Look at 12, 1, 2 o'clock, 2:30. We start seeing the low pattern, then the low pattern. Well, I'll just call it for what it is. The cup and handle, right? We got the cup and handle. We got the cup and, because the handle never pulled back to our support level. You guys see this? I did a quick video on it yesterday, and I hope you guys watch it. But here it is. We got the cup and is the key word. You're looking for a pullback, but not to your previous support. And then you get your handle. You know, all day long, people can sit in these trades going sideways, right? Stressing out about it. Not me. I'm looking for specific patterns that I know within the next 5 or 10 candles we're going to make a big move. This went from 13 up to 15, $2 move. Right? That was not the biggest move of the day. It was on an uptrend all day, but this was the most
HIMX,
profitable if
Hims
you
and
wanted to stay in.
Announcing launch of
Then again, we got a wedge forming. I would have got in on this if you had a 1 minute chart, but I would have bought this candle. So another 15 to 16.50, another $1.50 move, because we took out all the shorts. We had them trapped on these first 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you go to the 1 minute chart, it's going to look a little bit different. I'm used to trading on the 2 minute chart. I do the 1 minute teaching you guys. So here again on ALF, we have a nice formation here, and then notice that we had all these people trapped, and then we had that big move, right? So I'm always looking for a big move rather than sitting in the mess. That's why I like trading the afternoons. You come back at 2 o'clock, 2:30,
ACGL,
everything starts
Alpha
popping.
Charlie Golf Lima, Archery Insurance announcing plans to acquire Somerset Brick Group, Southern Rock Holdings Limited, and affiliates. That's Alpha
we got
Charlie
Alpha
Golf
again.
Lima.
The right side of the roof.
WRAP Wrap Technologies. On June 22nd, Scott Cohen resigned as executive chairman.
Starting to come out of it a
Cohen
little
will
bit.
remain a director of the company.
again,
That's WRAP.
This is why I wouldn't
Whiskey
trade this.
Romeo
This is why
Alpha
I don't want to
Papa.
get
That's
caught
from
up in
the
these
8K
type of
filing
trades.
From the
You know,
company.
especially with Jim Cramer, come on. But you want to wait till the bell. All right? You want to wait for that dip and rip. Dip and rip or rip and dip. Either way. But again,
BBBY,
just like we saw,
Bravo Yankee, Bed Bath & Beyond launches
Cove
Wild
just has a
Sage,
history
new eclectic
of
free-spirited collection for the
ripping
home.
and dipping, ripping and dipping.
BBBY,
On its
Bed
first
Bath & Beyond.
run, it was nice, but since then we had all the rips and dips, right? It'll rip and dip, rip and dip, rip and dip, rip and dip. So up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's see what today brings, but I would definitely be careful with it if you guys are going to trade something like this.
PEN, Papa Echo November, Penumbra.
You guys got any
Receives FDA
questions
clearance
or
for
anything you want me to
RED
look at?
62 reperfusion catheter, enabling physicians to address broad range of stroke patients. That's
Let me look up here
Papa
at
Echo November.
YouTube.
MDT, Michael Delta Tango, Medtronic, announcing real-world data on InPen and extended infusion, set pivotal trial data at American Diabetes Association sessions. That's Michael Delta Tango. DRRX, Delta Romeo X-Ray, Direct Corporation, presents additional clinical data from DOR 92B Phase 1B trial in NASH and Phase 1 trial in hepatic impairment at International Liver Conference.
All right, guys.
That's
I'm gonna
DRRX, Delta Romeo
run,
X-ray.
get off here today. They're supposed to have the truck part in today. Hopefully they do. And I'll see you later. Have a great day trading. Be
MDNA,
careful,
Michael
it's
Delta
Wednesday.
November Alpha, Medicina Therapeutics, announcing submission of clinical trial application in